Guys, I'm telling you right now, this Sunday is our chance. The Chiefs are limping, they're struggling, and we just came off one of the most electric wins of the season against the Eagles. I'm not saying this lightly, but Kansas City is vulnerable in ways we haven't seen in years. They're 6-7, pushed against the wall, and we have a legitimate shot to put the final nail in their playoff coffin. Let me break down exactly how the Chargers can pull off this upset and why I genuinely believe we're walking out of Arrowhead with a victory. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook, Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. Let's start with what's happening in Kansas City right now, because understanding their situation is key to understanding our opportunity. The Chiefs just lost to the Texans 20-10, and it wasn't pretty. Patrick Mahomes threw 3 interceptions. 3! One of those picks was so bad he missed Hollywood Brown by 5 yards. It was basically an arm punt. Rashee Rice had a rough night with crucial drops, and Travis Kelce is out here tipping balls into defenders' hands for the 3rd time this season. Their offense is a mess right now, and it's not just one thing, it's everything coming apart at the seams. And you know, Andy Reid made one of the worst decisions I've seen him make this year. 4th and 1, deep in their own territory with 10.5 minutes left, and he goes for it instead of punting. The defense was rolling, they were matching up well with Houston, but he killed all that momentum. When you're missing your best corner in Trent McDuffie and your defense is still holding strong, you play field position. You don't get cute. That decision back-broke them, and Houston marched down and scored. The Chiefs can't get out of their own way right now. And here's what really stands out to me about their struggles. Teams have figured them out. Everyone's playing man-to-man coverage because they know Kansas City's receivers can't get open consistently. They're not running the ball effectively even when it works. Kareem Hunt had 7 carries for 59 yards against Houston. That's a solid average, but did they feed him more? No. They keep running out of shotgun when they don't have the backs for it. Isiah Pacheco is running into his own players. The offensive line is banged up. They lost Josh Simmons, they lost Trey Smith, and now they're down to their 4th-string left tackle. Mike Caliendo, number 66, is getting destroyed out there, getting bench-pressed, folded up, and they refuse to make a change. Funny thing is, their play calling has become predictable. Andy has always been a scheme guy, but teams aren't scared anymore. They're jamming up those smaller receivers at the line, playing physical and daring Kansas City to beat them deep. And guess what? Mahomes is missing those deep throws. The aura's gone. Teams used to make mistakes in crucial moments that let the Chiefs capitalize. But now, Kansas City is the one shooting themselves in the foot. False starts, dropped passes, and bad interceptions. They're the ones making critical errors, and we need to take full advantage of them. Now let's talk about what we need to do offensively to win this game. First and foremost, we have to keep Justin Herbert upright. I know, our offensive line situation isn't ideal either. Bradley Bozeman has been selling all season. The dude changes protection calls and then blocks absolutely nobody. The middle linebacker comes through untouched, and Herbert gets dropped. It's been frustrating to watch, but here's the thing. We just played 5 quarters of gritty football against a tough Eagles defense, and our guys found a way. We can do it again. Herbert has to be the X factor. The man is playing with a broken hand and still led us in rushing against Philly. He's built out of something special, and he's not afraid to take off when the play breaks down. Against Kansas City's defense, we need him to use his legs. When the pocket collapses, and it will, he needs to take what's in front of him. Bootlegs, designed runs, scrambles. Keep their defense honest and wear them down with body shots. If we can get Herbert going with his legs early, it opens everything else up. Establishing the run is absolutely critical. Kimani Vidal and Omarion Hampton need to get touches early and often. Kansas City's defense has actually been decent against the run when they commit to it, but their front is dealing with its own issues. We saw what happened when we fed Vidal consistently. The guy finds a rhythm and starts breaking off chunks. Hampton came back last night and looked explosive. We need both of them involved, because if we can run the ball effectively, it keeps their defense on the field and wears them down. Plus, it sets up play action, and that's when Herbert is most dangerous. We cannot get behind the sticks. That's been our Achilles heel. We'll move the ball between the 20s, and then suddenly the play calling gets conservative, or we shoot ourselves in the foot with a penalty. We're facing Steve Spagnuolo, and that dude loves to disguise his blitzes. He'll bring pressure from everywhere, and our front line can't handle stunts. So we need quick passes, we need Herbert to be decisive, and we need our receivers to win their one-on-one matchups. Keenan Allen, Lad McConkey, Quentin Johnston, these guys need to step up in crucial moments. Speaking of Quentin Johnston, I'm not saying anything negative about him this time. Last time I did, he lit Kansas City up for 2 touchdowns. The guy turns into Larry Fitzgerald against the Chiefs, so I'm keeping my mouth shut and letting him cook. Keenan Allen is a dog and always has been. McConkey is a slot machine. We've got weapons, and if Herbert gets time, we can move the ball. Ball security is everything. We cannot turn the ball over. Herbert needs to throw it away if it's not there. We can't give Kansas City short fields and easy opportunities. They're struggling, but Mahomes is still Mahomes. If we give him chances, he'll find a way to burn us. So protect the football, sustain drives, and keep their offense on the sideline. Defensively, this is where we can really take over. Our defense just put together maybe the best performance of the season against Philadelphia. Mahomes is at his most dangerous when he extends plays. We cannot let him escape the pocket and do his backyard football magic. Hold the edges, keep a spy on him, and when we get our hands on him, bring him down. Don't go for the pump fake. Don't let him slip away. Wrap up and finish. If we can keep him in the pocket and make him be a traditional quarterback, we've got a real shot, because he's been making bad decisions under pressure this year. We need Khalil Mack to have a signature day. The man is hungry for his moment, and this is it. Mack doesn't necessarily need to get home with sacks, but he needs to blow up plays, cause havoc in the backfield, and make Mahomes uncomfortable. If Mack is collapsing the pocket and affecting the game, everything else falls into place for our defense. Cam Hart had one of his best games against the Eagles. Dude was locked in, flying around, making plays. We need that same energy on Sunday. Lock down their receivers, don't give them easy completions, and force Mahomes to hold the ball. Tier Tart needs to show up big, too. We need him fired up and making impact plays all game long. The defensive line has to control the line of scrimmage. Kareem Hunt is getting his yards, and in short yardage situations, he's been reliable. But if we can stuff the run and force Kansas City into obvious passing situations, we can pin our ears back and get after Mahomes. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, those are the situations where we thrive. Make them one-dimensional, and we'll eat. Special teams and field position are going to matter in this game. It's going to be a grind, probably a low-scoring battle, and every yard matters. We can't afford to give Kansas City good field position. Our returners need to be smart, get us to at least the 40 if possible, and flip the field. If we can win the field position battle, we put their offense in tough spots and make them drive the length of the field. Now let's talk about the situation. This is a 10 o'clock West Coast time game, and we historically struggle in these early Eastern time zone games. We've looked lethargic, slow to start, and it's cost us before. Jacksonville, the Giants, Tennessee, we came out flat. But this coaching staff knows that. Jim Harbaugh has changed the culture. We play 4 quarters, we finish games, and we find ways to win close battles. Monday night was emotionally draining. Overtime, all the highs and lows, but we came through. We know how to handle these pressure moments now. Kansas City is desperate. Their season is on the line. They lose, and they're realistically done. The playoff hopes are slim. They need to win out, and even then, they need help. So they're going to come out swinging. Arrowhead is going to be loud. The fans are going to bring everything they have. But here's the thing. We've been in these situations. We just beat the Eagles in a game everyone had as a loss for us. We've proven we can win in hostile environments against good teams. We're built for this. My prediction? I'm taking the Chargers 17, Chiefs 10. I think we control the game defensively. Herbert makes just enough plays, and we walk out of Arrowhead with a statement win. This is our chance to prove we're for real, to put Kansas City's season to bed, and to solidify ourselves as a legitimate playoff threat. Bolt up. Let's go get this.